All right, good morning to every single body that's in here so far. Welcome back. Welcome back to a daily facts and stats show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Until definitely looking forward to the show today. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling thankful. I hope all of you all that's in here is feeling this good on this Friday. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I wish I had like a mask or something. I should have got like a mask to put on for the show today, but here nor there, we are here, and we are about to rock and roll and get into everything that we got to discuss today. Just posted my new video, so give me 1 second while I finish dealing with that real quick. Probably gonna start posting videos after 11 a.m. because when I post the videos after 11 a.m. I can do like a related video thing. Shout out to Mike. I can do like a little related video thing. And I can pull people to the show that see the short. The YouTube shorts are doing really good numbers right now, man. It's going up and up and up. So that's a blessing. Make sure y'all tap into the shorts. Make sure y'all tap into the videos. This morning, obviously, the video was about number 8, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. For their victory last night. I know what's coming, so I can't even act like chill about it. I can't even be calm about it because I genuinely know what the Ravens are about to do this season or for the rest of this season. But we will obviously get into that. If you are in here so far, I want to say good morning. Yes, sir, Justin Crummer. That's how you start off a Friday right there.
Let's go.
Appreciate you resubbing, bro. You on a 5-month streak. You are on a 5-month streak. Appreciate you subscribing, brother. That means a lot. But like I was saying, it's a Friday. I mean, we're going to get into everything that we got to get into today. We're going to get into everything. Yes, sir. So let's start the show off right. Appreciate that. Lamar is the best ever. Soon to be the best ever. Double back. Soon to be the best ever. And they know it. And when we get the Super Bowl this year, some conversations will need to be had. Prayers up to Travis Hunter for sure. That was a non-contact injury, by the way, too. He's placed on IR, so he'll be out for the next 4 games. Again, it was a non-contact injury. So hope it's not too serious. I hope he's able to return for his rookie season this year. All right, what's the word? Good morning. Good to see you in here. All right, so everything that we're going to be getting into today, again, I don't know if y'all been peeping or tracking or paying attention or realizing. I think I did. I think I completed it. I ain't even have this goal, by the way. I wanted to. 2 fellas been pushing me to do YouTube shorts more and stuff like that, and I did a video every single day this week. I'm super duper proud of myself for doing that, and that's the next step that I want to do. And after that, I'm then going to get back to the clothing brand side of things, more serious. I'm actually making a shirt literally right now. My machine is literally on right now. But yeah, man, I made a video this morning about Lamar Jackson, how he will lead the Ravens to the top, in my opinion, and how well they looked in their dominant performance over the Dolphins last night. And I'm obviously going to speak on that in a second. But for the show today, though, I want to get into the topics for the show. For the show today, we're going to be talking about that game last night, obviously. Then we're going to be recapping the small 4 games that we had last night. Then we're going to get to our college basketball season preview, which I am super duper excited for. Anybody do not know, I'm a Kentucky fan, so the season starts Tuesday for us against one of them little schools, and then after that, we get to soon to be one of my favorite segments. Hopefully, it continues to grow. New Music Fridays, where we playing a new single or singles or a new album that dropped within the last week. I would say I'll put it to only the last week. Or last 2 weeks, something like that, for a new album. So we have a couple of things that's on the docket today that's going to be played, and that'll be that Leon, Brent, and for whatever it's worth, Kodak. For whatever it's worth, I don't listen to Kodak at all really anymore, to be completely honest with you all. So I'm gonna try to get through it. If we don't get through it, I don't care, because I'm not that big of a Kodak fan anymore, to be honest. Mainly just Rod Wave for me. So that's the show today. Before we get into all that, if you are in here so far on the YouTube side of things, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. The NBA not going to take long. Black. It's not going to take long. It's 4 games last night. It's not going to take long. what I was about to say. If you're in here on the YouTube side of things, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across facts and stats and be willing to chime in on the show, listen to the show, and more importantly, come back on a day-to-day basis. And actually, I lied. The most important thing, though, be willing to join the stage and talk sports with me and whoever else is on the stage at the time. Fact and Stats was built 3.5 years ago, approaching 4, from a daily show perspective. With the idea of building a platform that allow anybody to speak their mind in regards to whatever the topic is. So keep that in mind. If you want to join the stage and talk NFL, NBA, college basketball, college football, etc., you can. This is the open platform for you all to do so, as long as everybody's respectful with one another. Obviously, heated debates happen and things like that, but for the most part, just don't disrespect anybody over the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as B words and things like that. So hit that thumbs up button for me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Gain a good couple of subscribers this week so far, mainly off of dropping the shorts videos and things like that. So that's good. And also, if you want to extend your support for the platform, there are a couple of things you can do. You can send super chats, you can send super stickers, and or you can become a member. 3 different levels you can join as. The link to become a member is in the description. I'm talking fast. People tell me I talk fast all the time. Let me try to slow down a little bit. The link to becoming a member is in the description on this video. So keep that in mind. Also, make sure you all sign up and join the playback room, where we have live NBA watch parties for the most part every day. Next, Twitch. Hello. Appreciate y'all for following me across Twitter. I mean, from Twitter Spaces to playback, to YouTube, and to now Twitch. Some of you all went to Twitch, and some of you all came right back to YouTube, like Black, Double Back, a couple of others. So I appreciate you all for watching on YouTube. But folks that's watching on Twitch, thank you. Obviously, I hope you all if you are in here and you're not following me, sure hit that follow button as well. If you're replaying this, hello, welcome. My name is Everett Jr. And I host Facts and Stats. And then a couple of things you guys can do to extend your support for the platform as well. And that's mainly hitting that sub button, which Nightbot will drop into the chat if she did not already. And then also, if you have Amazon Prime, I will advise you to sub through Amazon Prime because you get 1 free subscription per month. Again, if you have Amazon Prime, I will advise you to sub through Amazon Prime because you get 1 free subscription per month. So keep that in mind. With that being said, everybody get into everything. I lost my train of thought that fast. Oh, last thing. I just pinned the message on Twitch. If you want to join the stage, by the way, and or watch parties for NFL games, and also to share your gambling plays, I will advise you to join the Fact and Stats Discord. That Discord is now pinned on Twitch. I'm also going to pin it on YouTube. Again, it's mainly for open invitation to anybody to join the stage that may want to join the stage. So talk about this Ravens and Dolphins game, and or the NBA games last night, and or maybe even the college basketball games. I said college basketball games. College basketball season that is on the way. So keep that in mind as well. 1 second. Let me get into the Discord myself. All right, here we go. Hold on, y'all. Justin Achilles, what's the word? Wagwan. Oh, okay, my bad. I am not thinking straight this morning. I had a good breakfast too. I'm not thinking all the way straight. Give me 1 second. I am posting this Discord link on YouTube, and then we're going to get into this game from last night. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. All right, last night, for everybody knows. I only gotta say for everybody. Everybody knows I am a big Ravens fan. Lamar Jackson is my favorite player, so I obviously was counting down and anticipating how soon and how long Lamar Jackson will be out, how quick he'll return. I thought it was going to be the Chicago Bears game. A lot of Ravens fans thought it was going to be the Chicago Bears game. Obviously, he was not able to go, but we made a swap at quarterback and went with Tyler Huntley. Bear, what's the word? We went with Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley actually led us to a victory against the Bears team that was surging. They was on a 4-game winning streak, I want to say. So they were trying to turn the corner and turn the page for them and continue to put them in contention, potentially, by the way, to win the NFC North. Now you fast forward to this game, and everyone had the same thought on the Ravens, right? Mainly because of the defense and what our defense is and who we will be. Rightfully so, I understand. But one of the main things that I've been preaching to the folks the last 2-3 weeks, I will say, is that small trade changed the trajectory of what our defense will be going forward and what's been shown out of our defense the last 2 weeks. Played fairly well against the Bears after I probably say the first 2 series. Mainly Rome was getting off. Played fairly well against the Bears. And then played really damn good against the Dolphins. Now, you're going to have some guys that's still going to have good games, like A-Chain and Jalen Waddle. Those are not easy guys to defend. Those are not easy guys to stop coming out of the backfield. You know, but outside of that, though, the Ravens' defense was phenomenal. Teddy coming off of being the, I know Lorenzo was going to laugh. Teddy coming off of being the defensive rookie of the month. He had 2 forced fumbles, I want to say. I don't know if they gave him both. I want to say he had 2 forced fumbles. Let me check if they gave him both. I don't know if they gave him both. He had 2 forced fumbles in my opinion. One picked up by Gilman, one picked up by Marlowe. Speaking of Gilman, that's the trade with Owe. That's where we traded Owe to the Chargers. He had a lot of chemistry with Kyle Hamilton. They played at Notre Dame together, and he's allowing us to utilize Kyle Hamilton in ways we was able to utilize him last season when we put Ardarius Washington on the backside. So drafting Malachi Starks and then trading for Gilman, Kyle Hamilton's all over the field, and y'all seen it. The broadcast was talking about it, and everything that he do for our defense. The impact is night and day. I mean, he blitz, he plays in the box, he covers, he does every single thing for this Ravens defense and this Ravens team. And so I want to give Kyle Hamilton a big shout out for his performance yesterday. Tackle for losses yesterday, making Tua get the ball out quick, just literally everything. Open field tackling. Kyle Hamilton did it last night. The defense for the first time this season had 2 or more takeaways in a game. Literally, that's one. Should have had 4, by the way. Roquan dropped a pick. That's one thing that the defense is trying to improve on this season. Appreciate that, Justin. I just got the notification. The Dolphins GM, they agreed mutually to part ways. Good. Next should be the head coach. But Milo should have had 4 takeaways. But the defense is turning the corner. Now, I know we only played the Dolphins. Well, I'm not even going to say we only played the Dolphins because we can lose to anybody the way our defense was looking prior to the trade and the way our defense was looking prior to the bye week. I'll just say that. We could have lost anybody. But now I think we're going to slowly but surely, like I said in my video this morning, turn the page and turn the corner and get back to playing good Ravens football. Malachi Starks had his first career interception. He had a solid performance yesterday as well. Nate Wiggins was Nate for the most part. I have nothing bad to say about the defense. Mike Green got a sack. I think got another sack yesterday. And yeah, that's pretty much that. On the offensive side, Lamar Jackson, the best quarterback in the NFL. Many of you all know it. Y'all just don't say it because y'all got to wait till you win the Super Bowl or beat Mahomes in the playoffs. I understand. I get it. But watching the game, he undoubtedly is the best quarterback in the NFL. To me, he looked a little rusty in the first half. Looked a little slow, I want to say, in the first half. But I think as the game went on, he improved and he got better. Same for Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson was 18 out of 23 yesterday, 204 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, with a passer rating of 143.2. And he had 4 passing touchdowns through 3 quarters. Really could have had 5 if he really wanted to be honest. We had a couple of 3-and-outs late in the game in the second half. That just didn't really matter where we're draining the clock or where he threw a deep ball to DeAndre Hopkins on 3rd down. We were like, wow, whatever, it is what it is. Derrick Henry, like I said, as the game went on, he got better. Unfortunately, he did not get into the end zone. You know, I wish he scored. That sold my parlay. It is what it is. But, you know, it was good to see him have 19 carries for 119 yards and average 6 yards per carry. And it was just a well-rounded, all-around Ravens game because we have 3 tight ends that we like. Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Charlie, and they all had an impact on this game. Charlie and Mark scored 3 touchdowns combined, and Isaiah Likely came in with 3 receptions for 60 yards with a long reception of 35 yards. So that was a solid performance. Rashad Bateman, he got into the end zone only on 2 catches, but he made a nice move at the top of his route to come back from the wide receiver and find open spacing, and Lamar Jackson saw him, and he got into the end zone. And then Zay Flowers, I wish he scored. He could have scored. He got tripped up at the end. Lamar Jackson delivered a beautiful ball to Zay Flowers on the sideline. He got caught, but either way, 5 receptions, 64 yards, and this was just a really balanced Ravens offensive attack in this game, to be honest, through the air and on the ground. And then, like I said, the defense, we shut them out in the second half. They went 2 for 12 on 3rd downs, 3 takeaways. And we made plays. Granted, Tua was not good in this game, in my opinion. Tua is not a good quarterback as well, in my opinion. He also missed some throws that he probably any other average quarterback to good quarterback probably would have delivered or made. But all in all, the Ravens are coming. Everybody know it, and I think a lot of people was happy when the Ravens was 1-5 because this is a team that you don't want to see. This is a team that if healthy, in Lamar Jackson, and if the defense continues to play better as a collective unit, you will see positive results. The Ravens beat themselves in a lot of games, right? And there's something that I can probably say about the offensive line as well with Lele and other dude. I don't even want to say his name, but yeah, man, it well-rounded Ravens game. Nothing much to say. I spoke on both sides of the ball, and I'm just excited Lamar Jackson is back. We all know our schedule looks a little sweet going forward, but I have us probably going 11-6 to finish out the season, losing one more game. I don't know the game, but we would definitely probably finish 11-6 minimum to me. So that's that. I'll be surprised if they lose another game this season though, but 11-6 is what I'll stay firm on. Z Farm, talk to me, brother. I see you up here.
Yeah, not too much. You talked about a lot of great things. Kind of on the Dolphins side too was just ass. I'm gonna be honest. Um, I thought a quarterback that's at least somewhat sustainable, maybe middle of the pack, keeps them within striking distance last night. Dolphins left a lot of points on the board. From my count, I think it was 13. So that right there could have been 28-19. Maybe Ravens had a little more urgency. We would have scored more points if that was the case. But yeah, two was just bad. They're going to scapegoat the head coach. I don't think it's Mike McDaniel. He had a lot of good play designs last night against us that worked. And I think they have the talent on offense. Achane is top five at his position. Waddle is a very solid wide receiver too. Obviously, when Tyreek comes back, we'll see. But I just think they have the talent. I think they're wasting it. So we'll see what they do with the deadline now. Their GM just got fired, so we'll see what that interim does in 4 days. See who they get rid of. Hopefully, Jalen Phillips is one of them, and he comes over to Baltimore. But yeah, I mean, the greatness of Lamar Jackson. I think that's what needs to be talked about. I think that's all that needs to be talked about. Defense, I wasn't really impressed with because we're not going to play a good quarterback until Drake May. Yeah, Drake May. Yeah, and that's a little bit of a stretch, but we'll see. We'll see with the defense. But yeah, Lamar's great, and I made a tweet about this morning. He's on pace for 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 73% completion percentage this season. Not bad for a running back, you know. So, he's gonna have top three, or excuse me, top 25 all time seasons. You can't deny his talent any longer. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Uh, Obvious Ravens legend. A part of the Mount Rushmore if you don't have him already. He's great. There's not much to say. So, address something at the deadline, defensive line, offensive line, something, and go make a run. You have the talent. I've been saying this all season. I never went back on my word. This is a championship team, Super Bowl or bust. It's still happening. So, it has to happen. So, go make the moves at the deadline, the proper moves. Would love Kevin Zeitler. Would love Jalen Phillips, Quentin Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau. Really anybody that plays edge or offensive guard. But yeah, easy teams we're playing. I'm not really gonna. Nothing to prop up from us. We did our job, and teams are gonna play are sucking. So, shout out to Miami though. We got rid of their guy. I know they're happy. So.
Mike, I see your comment on YouTube. Z-Farm, I appreciate you as well. I see your comment on YouTube. Don't get comfortable. Burrow will be back. That's a troll. That's a troll comment, Pikazi. Everybody know what's coming, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Z-Farm well said. I understand your thought process on far as the defense and not being impressed because of the quarterbacks we're going up against. So it makes sense. It's fair. BJ, you got anything to say about the Ravens and Dolphins game last night? BJ going once. BJ going twice. I think it's connection.
Uh,
Okay.
yes, brother. Yes. Great performance by the best quarterback in the league, man, Lamar Jackson. I feel like they should have got Derrick Henry involved a little bit more, even though they did get him involved. But all the runs got stopped in the first half, and towards the second half, you see more so the two nice yards he got, the two nice big plays he had. Not the big plays, but the big plays he had. It's good to see Zay Flowers getting activated. It's always good to see Isaiah Likely getting activated, and Lamar. Both of Mark Andrews' catches came off both touchdowns, and that's a good sign too. And shout out the Ravens, man. The Ravens keep it rolling. But that yesterday was a free win, dominant fashion. Lamar did what everybody expected him to. 5 touchdowns. Should have got more passing yards, but the Dolphins are so bad and put the Ravens in position. They didn't have to game. They didn't have to do anything. Game about 30 yards, score. What, first drive of the game? He was in the freaking red zone. Like
second drive.
I'm like that. Like, come on, bro. But the Dolphins side, yeah, get rid of Tua. What Z Farm said, Mike's gonna get scapegoated because it's always blame the coach and no one else. That's just how sports is. Everything is the coach fault. No one else's fault. But whoever get Mike, Jesus, hey, shit, I wish he was over here in New Orleans, man. I know he'll cook up some nice good plays over here. Unlike the other guy we got.
Okay. Well said, brother. Or brothers. I appreciate both of you all. Ravens lose this game, we probably would have more people on the stage. Honestly, but I guess everybody, which I did as well, expect the Ravens to win this game. Some folks doubted me when I said a 2-score game for whatever reason. Called the Ravens winning by like 17 or more in the first quarter. The Dolphins is not a good football team. It's really
they would have been super popping this morning.
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! You listen. You know how much shit they are waiting.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie. Lamar would have got crazy slammed if they would have lost.
I know but it's what come with it, because I know for a fact if the Ravens lost this game, I would have had Lowe and maybe Shaggy would have made an appearance. Mish, I told Fredo if the Ravens lose, I'm not gonna do a show. Mish was like, well, no, you can't do that. I want you to do. So where you at now when we win? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I understand and this was going to happen. This whole entire run that we're about to go on, I'm about to show y'all the schedule real quick if anybody that haven't seen the schedule. This whole entire run that we're about to go on, we got the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy next Sunday. We got Dylan Gabriel and the Browns. We have Justin Fields or whoever in the Jets. And then we hit Joe Flacco. So at minimum, we're going on a 5-game winning streak, in my opinion. At minimum, a 5-game winning streak, right? And they're not going to say anything during this winning streak. Rightfully so, but I guess the level of competition, who we're playing, whatever the case may be. But end all be all, y'all going to see the Ravens in the playoffs. And I'm going to still say the same thing that I'm saying now. Z-Farm is still going to say the same thing that he's saying now. And we're gonna make some noise. So I'll leave it at that. Like Lorenzo said, who cares?
Realistically, the only game they should lose is Green Bay. Realistically, everything else is a win.
Yep,
should be a win. But I think that they're going to do some. I'm telling you now, they're going to do some bullshit within these next 4 games. Everyone's, I saw the Prime team was hyping it up last night. I saw Bleacher Report this morning talking about it. The next 4 games, we're going to drop one of those games. I just have a feeling. Some hardball bullshit's going to happen.
No, anything can happen. I don't know, bro. We're gonna beat the freak out of Cleveland and New York.
Those two. It's either Minnesota or Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Those are the two that either Joe gets us and Jamar, fucking 20 targets a game. Love him. Or Brian Flores cooks something up. Somehow shuts us down. I don't know.
That's what I can't wait. I can't wait for that next week. I want to see what he gonna cook up for that offense.
And JJ comes back too, 100%. So that's something I'd like to see. So because I've been saying it, a middle of the pack with the defense we have now, and that's why I wasn't impressed. Because I did think pressure wise we're not getting to the quarterback as much as I'd like. I'd love to see what JJ does with an open pocket because he's going to get it unless we make a move at the deadline. So, if he has an open pocket with Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, Thielen, those guys, I'd love to see what our secondary does because that's a really huge test. So, but yeah, we got to make moves at the deadline. Guard, love Kevin Zeitler. I mean, obviously defensive line, we can get anybody. But defensive line, we got to get because we need sacks, we need pressures. I think Matabike still leads the team in sacks. You might fact check me on that, but
What? Oh, that's crazy.
maybe I'm wrong. But or he's tied. Might be Mike Green as well.
Mike Green's the second half. Matabike is at 2. Nah, he's still leading. He's tied with
Yep.
Tavius. Yeah, he's tied with Tavius.
They gave Mike Green a half. What the hell?
They didn't count Mike Green at the 4 yesterday?
No, I thought. Wonder if they gave it to them. Let me check. I swear he
Nah,
was
they
in
gave
on
him a
it.
half
I
yesterday.
forgot what it
Wow, they gave him a half yesterday. Wow.
was. They gave it to Ojabo. Okay. I don't even think he got to the quarterback yesterday, but all right.
Yeah, Mike, I think we win the division. They all did us a favor last week losing. And then plus the Steelers got the Colts this upcoming week. And I don't think the Steelers win. Now, if the Steelers do win, shout out to them. And then I personally think the Bears beat the Bengals this week coming up. And I don't have anything else to worry about outside. Well, if the Bears are more healthy in the secondary, because they were banged up in the secondary against us and been banged up as a lead. Did we talk about the GM getting fired? I think Z-From made some comments on it. I really don't have any comments on it. I said hopefully Mike McDaniel was next and they try to build going forward. A lot of the players.
He is not next. They just said they're keeping him for the rest of the season.
Oh no, I wasn't saying right now. I'm more so speaking
The Dolphins,
Yeah, but
the
I-
Dolphins GM got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you was talking
mutually
about right
parted
now.
ways this morning.
You said was he
That's
from?
Mutually parted ways, so they
Yeah.
met this morning. And
quote unquote.
That nigga got fired. He got fired.
The sad part is
In this economy, you think a nigga just gonna leave a job?
you can't even
for the deadline, probably, yeah, actually. So I
you
think
can't
they
even
would
do nothing
win
about it
the
because it's
season
like
overall.
it's always blame the coach, bro. If
Yeah.
the Dolphins have a different quarterback yesterday, they freaking win the game. It's that
Brian
simple.
Flores was right, man.
I'm not gonna. I was very surprised at half they didn't put in Quinn. I thought they should.
They win.
I thought that at least give your team a chance. Is what it was 14-6 going in half. We should have killed them. I said in the space yesterday we should drop 40 on them, but
Bro, y'all
14-6,
exactly.
you give your team a chance.
Y'all
So-
literally left the door open for them niggas. Like y'all damn near tried to make it a competitive game, and they just say nah. Like,
Yeah.
bro, Tua don't make no plays. He don't fight for no extra yards. Like he's just Tua, bro. Like he suck.
Like I had come to my senses, I gave him benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's a top 30 quarterback in the league.
I was gonna
I
say it was the worst, but Gino.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Dylan Gabriel still starting, bro. Dylan Gabriel's bad.
I did.
bad.
Okay.
And it sucks.
Maybe we have different sides, but
I don't know, bro.
Running late. We're running late. What's up, running late?
just the contract for me. What, 200 million, 4 years? 50. He makes 50 million a year. That's crazy. A guy like that makes 50 million a year.
That
For a
contract is
football.
untradeable. You gonna have to take on a trend. I'm gonna keep it real. If you want to, you gonna have to do some trade, maybe waive him, trade him, whatever the options are. You're gonna have to take his money on the chin because nobody else is taking that.
Running late. What's good? You got any comments on this Ravens and Dolphins game last night? Oh, it was Reese. All right, bet. I didn't know. All right, bet. I didn't know that was Reese. All right, that's a bet, bro.
They came and take it on the chin. I'm looking at it now. They were to cut him next year. It'd be 99 million against the cap. 27 though. They can get out of it because it's 31 million. So, but next year, yeah, they just gotta wait.
Bro, you said
another year.
$99 million against the cap.
Yeah, this year it's 137. So
Bro,
that'll
what?
happen. So yeah, he's 56
And
capped next year.
the only reason why they
29
can't do it
against
because if
the
they
trade.
do that, they're fucked. They're fucked for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why they won't do it. There'll be
It
some
does.
for 2 years.
It goes for 2 years. It's kind of like it'd be 67 in 26 and 31 in 27. So basically, like you're paying it for 2 years. So you might as well just wait till 27 when it's all in 1 year.
All right. Well, shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to the Dolphins. And I guess we'll leave it at that. Anybody on the stage don't think the Ravens are going to win 10 games? Let me ask that. Low, Bear, BJ,
How many y'all got right now? Let me see the schedule.
3.
Sorry,
You're not winning out.
I mean, 7 more wins. Scroll down a little bit. I don't need to see who you already played. Let me see what. Yeah, it's because your box be in the way sometimes. Pause for the weirdos. 1, 2, 3. Definitely gonna be probably sweep Cincy. I think you split one with Pittsburgh, but that Pittsburgh week 18 could be a little iffy. That might be for the division.
Y'all think Pittsburgh win 10 games? That should be the real question.
5, 6.
I don't think they get to 10.
10 is possible. I'm gonna keep it being 10 is possible, but it's gonna be tough. Because I'm looking. I mean, I could count out a for sure 6, and then after that, there's games that are winnable, but it's like they're not easy games by any means, but they are winnable.
So you think they win 10 games or not, bro?
Dang. Okay. I guess if you try to have some reason, then I guess people don't want to hear.
No, I hear the reasoning, but I don't know the game. I just want to know if you think they win 10 or not. That's all. I think they finish 11-6.
I don't know, brother.
I think they finish.
I don't know. Like what you want me to tell you? Like, I'm not. You feel me? I can't see the future. I don't know. I said I give you a for sure 6.
How can you give a for sure 6 and then if therefore you wouldn't know though?
Huh?
So you can for sure say they win 6 more games against these 6 opponents that you have in your mind, but you can't say for sure if they win 10 games or not?
So in your brain, that's the same thing?
What's the questionable games to you? The Pittsburgh games and what's the other one you talking about? Patriots,
I think you're going to split one with Green Bay, Patriots, one of those Pittsburgh games. And I think that's and many. I think many a little, like I said, many is winnable, but I still think you got to go out there and win it. I think it was that 4, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You say you think they go out there and win it?
I say you got to go out there and win it.
Oh, got it.
I said I think many's very winnable, but you still got to go out there and win it.
So you have
every other team. I think all these other games. I think y'all should just it should be easy wins. Like Cleveland should be an easy win. Like New York Jets should be an easy win. Cincy division game, so it could go either way. Maybe you split, maybe you sweep. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Burrow's timetable looks like, but with no Burrow, I think y'all should sweep them probably. Pittsburgh division game, y'all probably split one. Week 18 could depend. That week 18 game could very well be for the division type shit. Like,
so 9-8, 10-7. That's fair. Let me look at this Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I think 9-8, 10-7. That's what it's looking like. Colts. Okay, so let's say they lose to the Colts. Chargers could be a toss up. I'll probably lean Chargers. So let's see, 1, 2, 3.
They have 4.
How many wins they got right now?
4.
Yeah, but still, how many wins they got?
Yeah, they're not going to get to 10 Z from. I think you're right about that.
4. So I need 6. So you need 6 wins. 1, 2.
They got to win 6 out of this. Yeah, they're not winning 10 games.
4.
They're not beating the Colts. They're not beating Buffalo. They're not beating Detroit. Joe can very well beat them again.
But they're not losing
They beat Cleveland. They beat Miami. Split with us. Cool. What was that? 7 wins? 8 wins? That defense is shit. I'm telling people. And this is why I was kind of
looking like an 8-win schedule, honestly.
Their defense is not that great.
Possibly 9.
That's what people got to read. Like, this is not a Steelers defense. This defense is food. When they play these good teams, the Colts. I really want to see what they do against the Colts, but when they play these, this is a hard schedule coming up.
Yeah, that Colts game is really going to let us know what's going on.
Because if they lose to the Colts, we're only a game back. So That technically it's a
Yeah,
must win
that's why
for them.
those head-to-head matchups is going to be very important. Very important.
And God forbid they lose to the Chargers. They're tied for the division in Week 10 after what, a 4-game lead. So we'll
Tough.
see.
Good luck to the Ravens and Steelers. We're gonna see what happens, and maybe even the Bengals. But that's that for the Ravens and Dolphins game. Great win last night. Got the win 28-6. Before we head over, before we get down to the rest of the thing that we're gonna be talking about today. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. Damn. Slept good. I slept good. I'm yawning. We're gonna head over to the NBA. Now, we're going to get to, also, there will be a Sunday show today. This Sunday, we're going to be a show at 11 a.m. Make sure it's not a 9 a.m. game. There's going to be a Sunday show this Sunday. There's going to be a show this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We're pretty much just previewing these games real quick, talking about fantasy football, and sharing our best bets for each game. It'll probably go to like from anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours. As soon as that 1 o'clock hour hit, we'll be heading over to YouTube TV. I said hit YouTube TV. Discord to watch all the games together. We watch 4 games at a time at the 1 o'clock hour, 3 at the 4 o'clock hour, and then we watch the Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks game on Sunday Night Football together as well. So make sure you all join the Fact Instead Discord for that. Now to the NBA real quick. It was just 4 games last night, so I knew as far as the show, we would get to the music side of things a little quick, which will be taking place in playback. That's why I didn't put it in the title on Twitch or YouTube today. But NBA, it was 4 games last night. Not really much to be said about it, but we have Z-Farm up here that can speak on his Wizards and Thunder game. I don't know why the Heat game. Oh, the Heat game is first because I'm a Heat fan. It's going. What's the name? They're gonna put the Heat at the top. All right, the Magic. The Magic is actually first. All right, we had the Magic traveling to Charlotte to play the Hornets, where they desperately needed a win. Spoke on my opinions on the Magic yesterday, and commented on some of the things that I heard OG and Jordan Wood say about the Magic this past week, where things taking time for them and whatnot. I wasn't hearing it too much, but either way, I've been pointing to how they had their same 6 to 8 guys on this roster, and they just added Desmond Bane for the most part. Anthony Black, Franz, Paolo, Wendell, Jonathan, Goga, Tristan now in year 2. Everything for what it's worth. Anthony Black had a really good game for them, starting at point guard for Jalen Suggs. Anthony Black turned up and had 20 points. Turned around and had 20 points. Knocked down 3 out of 6 threes. Another big improvement that they're having from the outside shooting standpoint is Franz Wagner, how well he's shooting the ball from 3 this year. Last night he was 3 for 6 from 3. Totaled up to 50%. And on the season he's at 44%. So that is a big jump for where he's been throughout his career so far. We're averaging 32% from 3 through 5 seasons so far, and then mainly last year 29%, and the year prior 28%. So if Franz continuing to show the growth in his game in that aspect, that also can help their offense out, because Desmond Bane is still just not shooting well. He had 9 points last night, was 4 for 11 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, and it's not really. It's hard for the Magic to have much success when your shooting guard can't shoot. KCP, Desmond Bane, etc. So hopefully Desmond Bane's able to turn around for them. They made a big move in getting him, and hopefully it all can work out with Paolo, Franz, and Desmond at the top of the top for those 3 guys. For that team. Paolo turned up and had 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists, 2 steals. He was efficient from the floor and from the 3 as well. So, simple put, this is really just a much-needed win for the Magic. They moved it now 2-4 in the season. They went to Charlotte, beat the Hornets, and the Hornets dropped to 2-3 on the year, where you can just see LaMelo had 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 13 assists. And Ryan Kalkbrenner, I probably said his name wrong. Kalkbrenner, I want to say it is. He had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 88% from the field, shooting wise. I think he's at the top of the NBA in field goal percentage. I think he's probably one of the first, might be the first rookie to start the season off shooting so well from the field through their 5 games that they played so far. He's at 90% from the field through 5 games, averaging 11 points and 7 rebounds. Second round pick. Shout out to Charlotte Hornets for targeting him. And he was really, really good at creating. So I'm happy that he's finding a role in Charlotte. And hopefully he's a starting center for the rest of the season and going forward. Colin Sexton came off the bench and had 19 points. Con finally had, I guess you can say, a bad game. He was 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3, with 4 turnovers and 5 points. And it looked like the Magic simply just struggled in this one. So shout out to the Hornets. Hornets struggled in this one. Shout out to the Magic for getting the win. Much needed. They need to quickly but surely, certainly not fall behind in the Eastern Conference. I spoke on how they can end up being somewhere where they might not want to be, 5th seed, 6th seed, 7th seed, and you have to play one of the better teams in that first round, at least from a regular season perspective. So shout out to the Magic getting the win, and hopefully they continue to stack up more wins going forward. The next game, and again, as I'm going through any of these games, if anybody want to chime in, just feel free to chime in, and I'll stop. The next game, we had the Milwaukee Bucks, and this game sold me my dad as well. Warriors money line. I had the Warriors money line before Giannis even got ruled out, because I just think the Warriors are a good ball club. I thought they was gonna get the dub because it's really just Giannis, and company. But Ryan Rollins is changing that. Ryan Rollins wants to be is Giannis and me, So I want to give Ryan Rollins some credit.
Shout out to Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins' revenge game. He probably feel the type of way about the Warriors. We traded him for CP3 bum ass. He probably played with an extra little chip on his shoulder last night. I ain't watched this joint though. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was watching football, but I saw what Ryan Rollins was doing. I was fake box score watching. I saw Warriors was fake struggling, right? But it was really just Ryan Rollins hooping. So I don't like always just saying that one team just didn't play well. Sometimes you gotta give credit to the guys that won. So shout out to the Bucks. They stepped up, played a great game.
Yep, that's I like the last thing you said about shouting out the team that played well. And Ryan Rollins did that, and he led them to this victory. Like literally led them to this victory. In the second half in general or in total, Ryan Rollins had 20 points in the second half. 13 of those came in the fourth quarter. Every time the Warriors were inching and peeking and looking like they want to take the lead or they're about to take the lead, Ryan Rollins hit a big shot. Whether it was a three, whether it was a midi over Al Horford, he made the play. He finished the game with 32 points, 13 for 21 from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. AJ Green also hit a big 3 in that fourth period. Gary Trent had 13 points. Miles Turner had 17. Kyle Kuzma had 10 and 8. Bobby Portis came off the bench with 12. Cole Anthony came off the bench with 16. Torian Prince came off the bench with 10. Like they just looked like they were just cooking. Like it looked like they were just cooking. Only person that really shot bad was Gary Trent. Other than that, they had a damn good game for all the 8 guys or all the 9 guys. 8 guys really that played and scored, I would say, because Amir Coffey played 13 minutes, but he didn't score. So well-rounded effort for the Bucks. They moved to 4-1 on the season. I was speaking on a team that's around Giannis yesterday. It's not the best on paper, but the way they're playing is good. So hopefully they continue to stack up some wins, and Giannis has a real case to win the MVP this year. As far as the Warriors, nothing really much to say. I didn't watch the full game. I only watched it down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Curry had 27. Kuminga had 24. Big news came out for the Kuminga, at least Kuminga supporters. Steve Kerr said yesterday or day before yesterday that Kuminga is expected to start this whole entire season. That's what Kuminga been wanting to do for years, so I'm glad he's finally getting an opportunity to do so. And I hope he's able to pretty much continue to have games like this where he's putting up 20 points, having 7 to 8 rebounds, and having 3 to 4 assists, what he had last night. Now, 5 turnovers is a little inexcusable for a guy that's not operating as a playmaker or a primary playmaker, but still good to see the scoring output that he put on or the performance that he had yesterday. And he's also to the season now through 5 games or 6 games. He's averaging 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and shooting 55% from the field. So that's a good shot, showing from Kuminga so far. And then Jimmy been consistent. Jimmy been averaging around 20 points, pretty much playing the same way every night. He had 23 points, 11 rebounds last night. Struggled from the field a little bit with 7 for 18. But like I said, I think the Bucks just play hard. They're 3-0 at home now. A lot of their road players stepped up with more opportunity without Giannis, and they got the W. So shout out to them. And we're going to head to the last 2 games. This next game, we got Z-Farm. I'm passing to Z-Farm to kick this one off. OKC got the win 127-108 against Z-Farm Wizards.
Yeah, not too much because I was watching football as well. Shout out to Bilal. Bilal returned last night. I thought had a major impact for the team. I just love my wing core, man. Keyshawn George, Bilal Coulibaly. We're set right there. That's the 2 positions we're set at right there. Shout out to those 2. Bilal came back last night. Always take his PRA to start the season. First couple games, he always hits that. FanDuel, those lines, they always disrespect him. So, yeah, I was glad to see him in the starting lineup. I thought they would screw with Keyshawn's minutes. They moved Bub to the bench, and now he's the primary guy coming off the bench. I'm just kind of sick and tired of Cam Whitmore. It's what, 5 games in.
What's good, OG?
I'm sick of it. So glad he's in here. I'm sick of him. I he's not a guy I'm building my team around. Yeah, I'd rather get Will Riley some minutes. Will Riley looks cold, man. For the 5 minutes he gets a game, he looks nice. I'd rather much give him.
He actually produced in a little bit of minutes.
Yeah, like I'd rather give him the 15 minutes, 16 minutes a game than Cam Whitmore. I don't know. Cam just the things he does, it's not worth it. It's not worth the headache. The attitude problem is something that I've been noticing. On the bench, during timeouts. He's been benched a couple times this season already because of what he's doing. So we'll see with him, but he's playing his ass out of the league. So can't be mad about that. Trey Johnson, he's all right. He was all right last night. Nothing too much. But yeah, I mean, Sarr looks good. McCollum's going to take his shots. He's trying to get that 20-point per game average again. So can't be mad about it. Middleton's Middleton. And yeah, I was very impressed that we scored what we did last night against OKC. Very good defense. Yeah. And shout out to AJ Mitchell. I know Goods has been talking about him now, at least. Wasn't really talking about him to start the season, but Sixth Man of the Year looking very likely for AJ Mitchell. So shout out to him.
Who is Here We Go Again? You just commented that on Twitter. Who are you? Here We Go Again. We laughing at Bam and the Heat for. Who is that? Yeah, shout out to AJ Mitchell, man. Good's been preaching and talking about him a lot. At least over the last week since the start of the season. He turned up and had another 20-point game off the bench yesterday. I think he's on a streak of scoring like 14 or more over the last 5 games. Let me just fact check that so I don't want to talk. Yeah, the last 5 games he had 14 or more. And let me see what he did in game 1. So every single game this season he had 14 or more, actually. He's averaging 18 points on the season, shooting 46% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, and 100% from the free throw line. So it looked like they got one in AJ Mitchell. And they just continue to get better. Obviously Nikola is having, well, I don't even want to speak on that situation. Hope speedy recovery for him and hope all is well. But Isaiah Joe, in his first game back, he had a phenomenal showing, at least from the three-point line. I spoke on how he was ruined into play yesterday and how they would desperately need his shooting from the outside because they've been struggling from 3 this season. And he came back and knocked down 5 out of 9 threes. Turned up and had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 7 for 12 on the field in general. They're still waiting on J-Dub, but in replace of J-Dub in that starting lineup, you got Cason Wallace. Yeah, you got Cason Wallace. Because Cason come off the bench. And Cason, well-rounded game. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 stocks. Again, 6 stocks. He was a defensive specialist at Kentucky. He's been traveling and being that for OKC since he got drafted. And the SGA makes the game look easy. 31 points through 3 quarters. Only played 29 minutes. 11 for 20 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3. And Ahart came in and chipped in and did what he had to do. He had 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. So, simple win for OKC. They moved to 6-0 on the year. They're well on their way, in my opinion, to win 60-plus games again this season. And that's maybe 70. Maybe 70. So, and we'll see what happens. But shout out to Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to SGA. And for the Wizards side of things, yeah, I mean, I knew Bilal was coming back, and I'm glad, for one, y'all put him back into the starting lineup. Casey lead the league in steals. Fact, I meant to say that. I'm glad y'all put him back into the starting lineup. I really just can't wait until, I guess, the veterans are out the way. Bilal and Keyshawn, yes, that should be your 3 and 4, at least, or 2 and 3, whatever you want to label them as. But I really cannot wait till CJ is out the way so Trey Johnson can get into that lineup. Now, granted, Trey is still playing in minutes, that he needs to be played, in my opinion. But, I mean, how do you feel about Bub, bro? Like, I just want one more check on Bub for you real quick. Like, do you think he can should be a part of the core from a point guard position for you all? Or are you still open to hopefully trying to land somebody better, or with more upside, I would say, or more potential at that position.
I think you're always looking for better um, in terms of guard. I mean, I think he's solid. I think he's a nice player. I think he's been just missing a lot of shots this year that are decent shots. It's not like he's just chucking some random shit up and it's a horrible shot. Yeah, they're decent shots, good mid-range shots, but they're just not falling. So, but you could always get better. I think there's a guy that, if you get a Peterson or a AJ or, well, not even Boots because he's a power forward, but if you get a guy like that, somebody that can take his minutes, 100% I'd be down with it. Even a free agent, which with McCollum and Middleton expiring, you're going to have a boatload of cap space to maybe go out and get a guy. So, yeah, I mean, you could always get better. But I know Wizards fans are a little disappointed in him because he was supposed to kind of take a jump, playmaking, scoring wise, and he hasn't done it so far. But I still think he's a good player.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I know he was a little raw coming out. Y'all got picked him a little early. I mean, high, but that's why I asked. Just wanted to get your little thought process on Bub real quick. The Wizards dropped the 1-4 in the season, shaping up to have a top 5 pick. Should praying that they have a top 5 pick, more so top 3, because like I said, I wanted Flag to DC, and then I wanted Ace, but he went before. It was like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So they need a guy, and I hope they get that in with Darren, Cam, or AJ.
Z Farm.
You good?
Real quick, hold on, Ed.
You good?
Z Farm. I tried. Yeah, Cam Whitmore, man. I love that kid, man. But damn, I wish somebody would get in his ear, man. I wish somebody would just tell him it's okay to not be what you. I mean, I think he had high aspirations and high expectations of himself, and I think that's cool. But at the same time, you got to learn how to. Shit, you got to temper those expectations sometimes if shit don't pan out the way you want to. And I think he's a classic example of a dude, and I don't even really want to put this in air too much, but he's a classic example of a dude that just plays himself out the league. I mean, and just you can just see it. And I like him a whole lot. And I think I think he's an Ime kind of guy. And I think all Ime ever wanted him to do was just commit on the defensive side of the ball. And he refused to do that. Even before he played a game with y'all, he was like, yeah, he talked about that was his shortcoming, but he knew it. Dude, you knew it for a couple of years now. I mean, this dude giving you rope. I'm talking about Ime. He just would never just kind of buy into it. I think he's just one of them guys. I'm just better than what everybody else thinks I am. They just don't know. Don't nobody know but me. He one of them kind of guys. But you sounded a little bit low on Trey Johnson. When you said he was all right. I mean, he averaging 14, 3-4 rebounds a game, couple assists in limited minutes. I mean, you're not low on him, are you?
No, I like just last night. He was all right. Last couple games he's I think exceeded expectations. He had a really hot start, so maybe I'm just holding him to a higher standard because again, I had him I think third best guy in this class in my personal rankings. So last couple games he's cooled down a little bit. So, but I think he's going to be a stud for this team. He's a guy that he's a part of our future.
Okay.
Would love to see him in the starting lineup. I know I've talked about it just a little bit, but the vets they gotta get bumped eventually. McCollum is
In the
he's
way.
horrible. I'm sorry.
in the way.
He's horrible. He wants his 20 points per game. I get it. He's trying to get a second contract, another contract elsewhere after his Wizards tenure is over. But he's not good. Yeah, he's just not good. I'd love to see Trey get in there somehow. Middleton. I mean, Middleton's cool. Middleton's filling his role, but McCollum, what he does defensively, offensively, I'd rather have Trey get his minutes, get some
Yeah.
starting opportunities in there, and see what he does with that. But yeah, I'm not low. Just Trey he had a very hot start and he's cooled down a little bit, so
Okay.
maybe he's falling back there.
All right, cool. All right, we on the same page. McCullum in the way. As soon as McCullum gets out of the way, I think you're gonna see an expanded role, and you're gonna see an easy 18 to 20 points a game from him. And he's a high IQ guy. He really knows how to play the game.
Yep.
And I missed the Golden State stuff y'all talking about. I just want to ask Low right quick. Low, them old legs getting a little weary. What happened? I mean, I
I'm
ain't.
gonna be real with you, OG. I watched football last night. I honestly can't tell you what happened. I mean, from what I saw though, it seemed like it was Ryan Rollins. He cooked up.
Yeah, I saw
Nothing
that
to
too.
say about it. Yeah, it just seemed like Ryan. You gotta remember that we traded Ryan Rollins in a CP3 trade as something little like he wasn't even really mentioned. Like he was an afterthought in that trade for real. Like he probably pulled up with a little chip on his shoulder. You know how that go.
No, he been hooping. He been hooping. He went kind of
Yeah,
late last year. So yeah,
yeah,
he been
he
hooping
all
though.
right for
Yeah.
sure. He all right.
All right, I just
I
didn't
ain't,
know if
I, I mean, because because I really don't want to just make it about the Warriors. I really just want to. I said it earlier. I want to give credit to the niggas that hoop. So I don't want to make it seem like okay, like this is just the Warriors underperforming, even though it probably is. But
yeah.
I want to give credit to the niggas that play good, bro. So fuck it, they got
All
it.
right,
Got a hats off to them.
cool.
You
And
lose to a
then
Ryan Rollins 30 ball, hey, shake your hand. Hats off.
all right, and then Ev, like I said, I just got in here, nigga. But when I stopped watching y'all game, y'all had just taken a 1 point lead. I don't remember how much time it was, but it was late in the game. Then I woke up this morning, saw you niggas got walked down. I guess. Well, did Wemby take over late, or what happened now? Just curious.
Wemby made
Oh, you
plays.
probably ain't watching. You
Yeah, I
watching?
was watching football, but I
Go
had it up on the side. My primary was football, but Wemby made plays. We can get heading into that right now. Wemby, uh, Castle, Vassell, man, they're so damn good, bro. Like I don't even feel the type of way about games like that. To be honest, when you watch a talented team like that, just take a lead and just take over. You know, pass off to Bam first and foremost.
ahead.
Bam did his thing or tried to do his thing. Bam started out hot out the gate, had 10 points in the first quarter, and Bam was one of the main ones that led us to that comeback and taking that lead start at top of the fourth. I think it was around like 8 minutes when we took that lead, or 7 minutes, whatever it was, and he had 12 overall in the fourth quarter. So that's 22 points combined in the two most important quarters. First quarter, get the game started and get your juices flowing and get the team following your path and your energy, or to feed off your energy. And in the fourth quarter, when it comes to trying to win in general. Mainly though, you know, it was a couple of disappointments for a couple of our guys. Jaime, Ware, and Jovic. Them guys combined for 6 points last night across the three of them. Ware literally did not do anything offensively. Jaime eventually had to come down to life, come down to earth. And then Jovic, you know, 0 points in his 10 minutes. So, man, this game was really just Bam trying to be great and being great. Shot the ball 27 times. I think that's probably his career high, if I had to guess. 27 times. He shot 13 threes. That's 100% his career high. So he's trying to space the floor for us. This team desperately needs a guard that can score consistently, and that's what Norman Powell was doing for us this season, and that's what Hero will do for us this season. But I mean, just really hats off to the Spurs. Me and BJ, well, he was typing in the playback. Me, BJ, and Good was watching them playback last night while watching the game, and they just made plays, bro. Castle's been good. Vassell been good all year. Harper is around that 20 to 27 minute mark, and he's good in his minutes. I mean, I'm watching a clip from what he did yesterday, and you could just tell he's going to be a star guard in this league. I mean, the cross court passing, the ability to get downhill, the ability to finish with either hand. I mean, just the IQ of the game from a rookie in 5 games. Harper show all of that. Like Harper will be a star guard in this league 1,000%, and to have him and Wemby for the future is crazy because it's going to be that crazy in my opinion. Wemby had one play in the game where it just changed the whole entire game. He had a block shot. He blocked the shot, grabbed the rebound off the block, and took the ball coast to coast and got fouled. And that literally changed. Oh, it got a bucket. And then another time he did it again. He got fouled and went to the line and knocked down 2 free throws at the end of the game. But yeah, I mean, he's a ridiculous basketball player, bro. Wemby, they fed off the crowd last night. They're a young, energetic team, and they a lot to deal with because they can kill you in a lot of different ways, you know. So, I mean, they knocked down 14 threes yesterday. Wemby only hit one of them. Vassell gave you 2. Castle gave you 2. Barnes gave you 2. Jordan gave you 2. Dillon gave you 2. And that's one of their best shooters, if not the best shooter, alongside Devin Champagne. And he didn't even knock a 3 down. So, I mean, they kill you in a lot of different ways. Wemby had 27, 18 points, 6 assists, and 6 stocks. It's just a tough team to deal with. The Heat just didn't have enough offense last night. We went to a zone in the fourth quarter, or midway through the third to the fourth quarter. And I want to say that got us back into the game, but they looked tired. They didn't have enough energy. They didn't have enough offensive output outside of Bam. So, and the Spurs on the other side, they're a young team. They running and gunning, they getting up and down, and I think they just took it over and won the game. So, pretty much what happened.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I did see Norman Powell in street clothes when I tuned in for a second there. So yeah, that's That's 15 to 20 for sure.
Yeah.
And then Hero. How long is Hero out?
Hero coming back soon. Hero should be back in top of November, within the first 10 days of November, if not the second week. But that is the second week too. But yeah, that's not the second week.
That's gonna make y'all pretty tough. That's gonna round out their starting lineup.
Yep.
So does that mean Mitchell goes to the bench?
That's the question. That's the question. Ideally for me, yeah, I'm going Hero, Powell, Wiggins, Weir, Bam, and just have Wiggins go POA and have Powell guard the second best guard or whatever, and obviously Hero on the worst guy. But yeah, that's what I'm going. I like Davion. Davion been good for us, but scoring is going to matter because whatever playmaking Davion bring, Hero can bring that. With all due respect to Davion and how he's been performing through the season so far, but Hero can bring that. So a backcourt of Hero and Powell, and how we're running the offense this season is going to be pretty damn good. We just want to have a good team in the Spurs. By the way, first time in franchise history for the Spurs, they started the season off 5-0. Crazy to say, first time in franchise history, they started off the season 5-0. And
that's really surprising.
Yeah, and Wemby wanted them to achieve that, so I'm glad they did. So shout out to them.
I'm curious to see what was stopping them in years prior.
Like, I mean, I would have thought they would have did it with one of them Duncan.
Yeah, that's what I'm
teams.
saying. Like, there's no way they ain't never did that with Tim Duncan. What the fuck?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And my last question is, I'm sure Ware was a primary matchup against Wemby last night. What did he look like?
I can't tell you from the full game perspective, but I like Bam on him, and Bam was scoring on him. Bam dunked on Wemby. Bam had a couple of post finishes over Wemby. Bam was solid, man. Bam was a good player, bro. I can't tell you too much about Ware on Wemby because, like I said, I was more so in tune to the football game, and Ware wasn't on the court in the fourth quarter, so he didn't. I was keyed in all the way on the fourth quarter, and a little bit most of the third as well. But Ware wasn't on Bam. Ware wasn't on Wemby at that point.
Now, it's nice when your wife and when your girl inspires you, but yeah. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Asia was courtside.
I think he just saying it.
She was in his head.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was courtside.
I'm about to say, okay, if she was courtside, that make a lot of sense. He was acting unusual.
Like I might be asking the wrong crowd. I might be asking the wrong crowd with this statement. But what did y'all not see in this team to not make the playoffs? Because
it wasn't me. I didn't say it.
I thought they were making the playoffs.
I might be asking it because I know a lot of people had them.
Pull that up. Maybe I might be bluffing. Did I have them making the playoffs?
I had three.
I had them making the playoffs. Though
I had all three Texas teams in the playoffs.
Full disclosure, by the way, I had a change on my list.
Oh, Ed didn't have.
But I didn't change. But I did not make the change. But a couple people did vouch and say that I did say it though. But I messed up. I just forgot to make the change. I meant to have the Spurs over the Mavs, but that's solely on me. Below you did not have them making it either.
Okay, who'd I have?
The Mavs as well. A lot of people didn't have the Spurs making it.
Yeah,
D Mac, Z Farm.
Where's mine at?
OG. Yeah, you had the Spurs there too. Byron 1110 Spurs, Yemi Spurs. Yeah, we got like 6 Spurs in here. The rest no Spurs.
Because I'm looking at some of the, I'd assume Wemby, the health issue, that I think that was maybe one. And even I was a little low. I personally, looking back at it now, I probably should put him above the Mavs. I was never high on the Mavs. I think it was just a Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Flash in the pan thing.
Well, you don't got the Warriors making it though, Z-Farm?
Yeah.
That's not happening, Z-Farm.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Let me see mine again. Scroll down a little bit.
But, yeah.
You don't got the Warriors making it either.
I need to make some changes because them Clippers, I don't know what you put them niggas at 10. Off the stream.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious. I'm really because Wemby, the leap. You knew he was going to take it.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
You knew, you saw in the offseason he was working out with literally everybody. He went to, he was working out with the monks and, all that's like, he did that shit. I was like, man, he might be an MVP this year. So I was very curious why guys had him off.
You ain't had Spurs either.
Shaved his head and everything, So I was like, why are people leaving them off? Because I guess people are low on Fox. BJ will definitely talk about that. I guess not that high on Fox, but I thought they They'll have a good guard rotation. Dylan Harper coming off the bench. I'm even a little too low on them. I thought they should be much higher on my list, but
Yeah,
shout out the Spurs, man. I'm very high on that team.
I truly do think would be good to see season just started. Y'all fiending Spurs can lose 3 in a row and niggas gonna be right back down to earth.
Nah, I mean, to be fair though, I think some niggas needed to see like how good they were, like, cause I think Dylan Harper. I mean, people knew he was gonna be good, but I think he's better than some people thought he would be out the gate. So that kind of motivates it a little bit more. But that team, man, that's a good mob, and I will definitely. I will definitely revise my list and put Spurs in over Mavs for sure.
I mean, listen, I've always said it was a conversation between him and the
Yeah, if you know why Good said that.
Why? Oh, because they got OKC next week.
Bro, no,
Shannon
Good's a
Wemby.
hater, bro. Good's a hater. No, we don't play OKC till December, bro.
That
play
Ted and
the
Wemby
We
hate.
don't play OKC till like that Christmas week.
They
Good's
play
a
Suns,
hater, bro.
Lakers, Rockets.
OJ, we
Pelicans.
can bet that Rockets and OKC Spurs game by the way next week.
I can't wait. And yes, I would take that. Oh yes, I want that
Friday,
bet.
November 7th. That's a prime video game.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that game.
I'll take that bet too, OG. If you giving it out,
Yeah, I'm giving it out. If niggas looking for it, I'm giving it
I
out.
know niggas,
Like,
niggas ain't. I know a nigga ain't finna just bet some shit with the whole fucking world. But I'm saying if you feel me, if you giving out multiple of those bets, I go in on one.
OG, you know we already understood. Fox play 50. Fox don't play 25. I DM you on Thursday though.
wait, I don't
You know,
understand. Why you running?
the thing.
Now, why you running just because Fox ain't playing and Fox ain't played all year and you niggas 5-0? What kind of fan is
You're
you,
right,
nigga?
but you know, look, OG, but see, look, OG, listen, OG. I'm not a good tween ass nigga. I respect the game of basketball. You know, y'all are a good basketball club at the end of the day. You know, y'all got Durant, Reed, Jabbar. Y'all got some nice pieces over there, man.
Yeah, but the difference
You know
is we ain't hitting our stride. You niggas hit the ground running.
But see,
Y'all done hit the ground
like,
running.
you're right. We hooping right now, but at some point, that shit got. You know what I mean? We're gonna lose.
It's basketball.
You know
I'm about to say, niggas know how basketball works, man. Like you can't just win all the time. Nobody just winning.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought we was motherfucking gonna lose yesterday.
It was certainly trending.
But I think it'll probably be the Lakers jump. We'll probably drop that Lakers jump. But if we I ain't gonna lie, if we run through the Lakers and then y'all for cup, oh yeah, you ain't never gonna hit that never for me.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, that's 8-0, nigga.
I've been having that one circled on my list for a minute now. I can't. And as much as y'all are winning too, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be nigga.
I only circle a few games. Yeah, I circle all y'all games. I circle the OKC games. I might circle a Warriors game. Basically, and that's pretty much it.
Don't we play y'all soon? I thought we play y'all in a couple games.
Yeah.
November, late November, I think, or December, some shit like that. I don't fucking know. We play out back to back.
Yeah. Couple games.
I think the Spurs can have a Rockets like jump last season. I think the Spurs can be surprising folks. A lot of Rockets surprise folks and win 50 games, and potentially go out in the first round. But potentially, by the way, but they just have everything that you need. You know, 1 through 10, 1 through 11. They got and the difference between the Spurs and the Rockets team last year is we know the Rockets struggled with half court offense and I guess shooting and things like that. But the Spurs they have a lot of different guys that can score the basketball. And this is without Fox, by the way.
I'm about to say they got Fox on the way, gang. Fox on the way, gang.
If Vassell continue to play like this, because Castle continues to show that growth in his offensive game as well, and then Wemby being Wemby, like, it's a difference. I think they can make a jump like the Rockets did last year and surprise some folks. Like they're already probably doing right now after their 5-0 start.
Bro, to make it all scary, though, Ev, like, it's just like how you said, right? They can probably, whatever, maybe they do get eliminated first round playoff, whatever.
Yeah.
Nigga, it's a good chance they have a lottery pick coming next year.
Yeah.
How?
They got a lottery pick.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, she like that.
Shit ain't right.
He like that. He like that.
Fuck, man.
Like, shit, nigga,
I mean, listen.
He said how? He said how?
God damn.
He said how? Wait, hold on. Wow.
Imagine they get a top 3 guy.
That shit ain't right. Them niggas got enough, man.
Like, nigga, what?
You're like, wait, hold on, how?
Dylan Harper went being a
OG,
top 3 guy. God
Yeah,
damn.
OG,
man.
and don't forget,
Oh,
guess
that'd be
what?
crazy.
In 2 years, no, in 3 years, when all this Maverick shit is over, we got that first round pick too, along with the Wolves.
Oh, y'all got the map. What year? What's that? 2030, 2029?
Yep. So after all this little fun
that
shit
could
over
be a
right
good
now,
pick.
we
That could
back up
still be a
top.
good pick.
We back up top.
Y'all know that for
You know what
sure,
I'm saying?
but it
So,
should be. I'm not gonna say for sure that's gonna be a good pick because Mavs could still be a good team, gang. You tell.
bro, in 3 years, this roster won't be like this in 3 years.
In 3 years, hopefully, it's probably built around Cooper Flag. Hopefully.
No, it for sure will be. It for sure will be. But yeah, the Spurs, Wemby and the Spurs, they should win a couple of championships. To be honest, just being real. Obviously, it's early, but they're gonna win a couple. Harper and Wemby.
Gotta keep shit rolling for real.
And Z-Form was talking about what you call it. He was working out with Monks and shit. He been working out with a dude right from here, right from the Metroplex. I think his name. All bullshit aside, he been with Chris Martin, Tim Martin. I can't think his name. But I just seen, and that nigga just work out a bunch of NBA guys from around here or from just around the league. I just seen that nigga on the Spurs bench. So he didn't shit. Now he everywhere with Wemby now. So yeah, but nah, man, that's scary, man. Them niggas don't need now another pick, man. They don't need nothing. They got enough. They just need to nourish what they got.
Tell that to D-Mac. Tell that to D-Mac. D-Mac, they need to trade Fox to get more assets. Tell that to D-Mac, dog.
D-Mac's a dumb boy.
It wasn't, but don't even just put that on D-Mac because there was a couple of niggas that was agreeing with that shit.
Man,
Like,
preach.
What did they
A lot of
Shaggy
people
too.
to do what?
bro. The only thing that's missing, and this how I know, like that's why I said niggas actually don't sit down and watch, bro. They love the box score, and that's cool. A lot of people do it, but like if you actually sit down and watch the game, bro, and look how what's the word I'm looking for? Look how important certain players are. You'll actually understand, bro. Like right now, I'm not gonna lie, the most important nigga outside of Wemby, bro, this nigga Devin Vassell is playing out of his fucking mind right now. Like this nigga is playing super. This is the best I've seen him play in a long time.
But I think a lot of that has to do with where Wemby's going, where Wemby's at right now, where he's going, because I think he was just in his position before this, where the hierarchy was bad, and he was up there on the on the top of the hierarchy. Now he's properly slotted. I think I don't know where you would put it, but Wemby, I don't know if he's two. But I think in years past, he was looked at to kind of be primary and shit, and that's just not who they are. And people get exposed.
Like I think Vassell had a double yesterday, bro. Like, I'm just like, damn, he's hitting the floor. First of all, he's taking all the threes because freaking Champagne forgot how to shoot over the summer. Like I ain't gonna lie, we need him. We need that's a player we need. Harrison is cool, but we need Champagne more, bro. We need Champagne way more.
And another thing is, I'm a Chris Paul guy. I love Chris Paul, but Chris Paul is outdated for that team. And your nephew worked for the Spurs, and he told me that nobody liked Chris Paul. He said that nigga that was just bad he's good from a leader perspective, but for this group, it just wasn't a good fit because he was in there
don't nobody want to hear no old ass nigga telling what to do all the time, bruh.
Exactly. So I think that was a bit of a detriment last year.
With his development.
Looking at this nigga like, bro, if this nigga don't retire, like, what are you still here for, bro? Get your ass on.
If Castle can just lock in, knock down his free throws, and cut down the dumb decisions he make, and then the turnovers. Oh, you know what I mean? And I ain't a big fan of Castle running that point guard thing like people think he does. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I rather have the ball out his hands and him moving, him cutting, him doing everything to get open.
Well, that won't be long, right? I mean, as soon as as soon as you get Fox back, I think he'll get in his prop and he'll get in his right spot. So I think that'll make the team. Again, I'm big on structure and people being slotted in the right position, and I think that'll get him to your point. Shit, now he can do what he does, slash, do all that other little stuff, and then that don't have to be trying to be on the ball and shit. But yeah, man, that y'all got good problems. For real. Like I said, I wanted to go to a game, but I was making my schedule. That's where I'm gonna go. I'm going to a game here, going in Houston. I just can't get to San Antonio. That's a dead motherfucking spot. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But I love your team, though. I love your team. I'm happy for you, nigga. I'm happy for you. Even though you didn't
Yeah,
want
I know.
Wemby. Yeah. Even though
I ain't
you
gonna lie.
didn't want Wemby.
Look, I already mentally put that shit in my head, and I gotta put that cash aside, bruh. If we go to the Alls, bruh, I'm there, bruh.
You niggas going to
I
the
ain't gonna lie,
playoffs.
bruh. Like, damn, bruh. I haven't seen this shit in 6 years, bruh.
If
6
y'all
years,
don't go
bruh.
to the playoffs, it's because somebody got hurt, particularly Wemby. That's the only way you
Like,
don't make the
and
playoffs.
that's why at the start of the season, I care about health more than anything, because it's like you can care about this, that, and the third, but if your team is not healthy, bro, your team is not going nowhere. And
What's
as long as my guys play at least 65, I think that's the all NBA minimum or whatever minimum you need, whatever. Long as my guys play 65 to 70, bro, sky's the limit, bro.
yeah.
I don't care about the little 10, 15 games missed here and there. That's cool. Cause Fox Fox gonna miss 8 games already. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. What's y'all coach
yeah,
name
crazy.
again? I keep forgetting that nigga name.
Mitch Johnson. I ain't gonna lie. I was out on Mitch Johnson last year, but this year he actually showing me a little. He actually showing me a little bit. He showed me something a little bit.
You could tell when a coach got the ear of the players. When people doing all the little shit just consistently, and playing their roles, that's when you know, okay, he got the ear. They listening to the coach. They buying in. They locked in. And you can see that. You can see that. He got full control now. I think he had to kind of establish himself. I don't think it's, totally there yet, but I think it's definitely on the good side. So, and he remind me of Pop, to be honest with you, but more a younger Pop. So
Yeah,
I love everything that Pop brings to the table, but to get that coming from a younger guy that guys can relate to now, it just comes off different. They respect Pop and they gonna do what he's saying, but to hear from a young dude saying the same shit, reinforcing the same shit, reinforcing the same good habits, do it again, do it again, do it again. Man, y'all, yeah, nigga. The only Texas team better than y'all is us right now. But y'all doing good though. Y'all doing good, nigga.
hey,
I'm
He
just
trying to
fucking with
sneak
you.
that
Yeah.
I don't know how this would work, but a Wemby MVP, Mitch Johnson Coach of the Year parlay this time of year looks
That may
pretty
not
nice.
be a
no, you
bad
can't even
idea.
parlay same team. You can't parlay same team.
They can't even do that. Wow.
Oh, you can't
No, you
play
Damn.
can't do
same
same
team.
team. Oh,
Damn.
trust me, I already tried.
Yeah, like
You can't do same team.
because Wemby's averaging 30, 14,
Yeah,
and 5 blocks a
and
game.
it's still. I'm not gonna lie. Look. I ain't gonna tell nobody how to bet their money, but it's a future. It's a nice future bet out there, and it's very, very unlikely where Wemby could lead the league in points. But it's always SGA. But Wemby is good value right there for leading the league in points.
Yeah,
Man, I'm
I
not
did.
gonna lie. I don't see how and this is completely unrelated. I don't see how the USA beats Team France in 28. I don't see it. France
Who
is
else is on that? Oh,
France
Bilal,
is a hell of a pipeline right now for basketball.
Wemby. Who else on there? I'm assuming Rudy probably won't be on there at that
Sar
time.
would probably
Rudy,
be in that lineup.
Saw.
Traore at a point if he develops. They got guys. It's just I don't know. Wemby, Bilal. That's gonna. God damn. That's gonna be.
No, that ain't
They're gonna.
enough.
They'll beat.
Respectfully,
No, they'll beat the U.S. in 28. They're going to beat the U.S. in 28.
nah.
That Chet shit in 28. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Wemby in what year 7, 6 at that time? Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be scary. Think about that
Come on.
nigga.
That might be worth the admission alone right
Yeah, he's
there.
21 years old.
I hope the basketball's on the East Coast because I'd love to see that.
That
Love to
nigga
see that.
he ain't even got his grown man muscles yet.
Exactly.
Grown man weight or nothing.
21, about to be 22, and damn near unstoppable. Freaking ridiculous. Shout out to the Wemby. Shout out to the Spurs. A lot of bright things to look forward to for them. And playoffs is on the way. Should be, at least. Last
Yes,
but
sir.
certainly not least, for the show today, shout out to BJ and OG and everybody that's been chiming in. Also, if you made it this far on YouTube, it's your first time watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also hit the thumbs up button on this video. And if it's your first time watching on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. Fact and Stats is a daily sports show Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Keep that in mind. Also, it should be a show this Sunday as well at 11 a.m. If it will be, I will tweet that show out on the Fact and Stats Twitter page. It's right there, right here. Fact and Stats Twitter page. I'll tweet that out. Make sure y'all follow the Twitter page as well. It's at Fact and Stats _. To circle back, good news, man. We got some good news on the way. Starting on Monday, college basketball season is back. College basketball season is back this upcoming Monday. A lot to look forward to. You're hearing a lot of people talk about the top 3 players in this draft, rightfully so. Darren Peterson's at Kansas. Boozer is at Duke. AJ is at BYU. Speaking of BYU, they also play this upcoming Monday. As far as me, I'm a Kentucky fan. I'm mad I didn't get to finish watching the game. I was watching the game, and then the whole playback shebang, whatever happened, and then I hit up Tez, and I missed the damn second half of the game. The Ravens game started anyways. I was like, F it. But we lost the freaking Georgetown exhibition game. It's freaking ridiculous. Can't believe we even lost a game like that. Played without a couple of starters. Not really that big of a deal to me. Still should have won that game, in my opinion, if I had to watch it. But I didn't get to watch it. But that does not matter. We're going to fast forward to Monday. This Monday coming up. It's a lot of key matchups to look. Not key matchups, but a lot of matchups to look forward to. And in general, just as a Kentucky fan, I'm going to start with myself and Tez. As a Kentucky fan, I'm happy. I'm excited. I want to shout out Mark Pope for coming and being a head coach last year, and then I want to shout out to all the guys last year to help continue to instill that Kentucky culture, and what it means to be a Kentucky fan, and what it means to put that Kentucky jersey on. Lamont Butler, Kobe Brea, Amari Williams, Jackson Robinson, and company. I want to shout them guys out because they came here quick on the fly. Now this team that we got rolling out, as you can see on the screen, Denzel Aberdeen is a transfer from Florida, who's fresh off winning a national championship. And a guy that I liked at Florida, he was a key guard for them coming off the bench, and he should be that for us this season coming up as well. Colin Chandler should have another growth or improvement in his game as a sophomore. We got Diabate from Alabama. Brandon Garrison is back as well as a junior. He was here last year. Bypass some of these other names. Jasper Johnson is a freshman. Jaden Lowe was a transfer from Pitt. Malachi Marino was a freshman as well. Trent is back again. Owe, as many of you all probably know, is back again. JQ or Jaden, he committed to us before his freshman season. Then he decommitted, then went to Arizona State, got hurt, and then came back to Kentucky. So I'm glad he's back. Jaden is going to be a top 10 pick in this upcoming draft as well. And then we also got Cam Williams as a transfer. This team is going to be really damn good. This is probably the deepest Kentucky team since Booker Cat and the Twins and them. It's really going to come down to how well Mark Pope shuffles lineups, how well Mark Pope coaches, and if Owe is going to continue to be the scorer that he was for us last season. He should be one of the best shooting guards in the nation. So yeah, man, I'm excited. We play on Tuesday, a little mid school, not really much to really say there. We're really just waiting for our Louisville game on November 11th. But yeah, these 2 games, the first 2 games is going to be like, I guess, tests for the lineups and things like that. Lowe is currently out at the moment, and JQ is currently out at the moment. But Mark Pope said this week that every time he comes to the gym, no matter the hour, 3 times a day or whatever, he see JQ in the court drenched in sweat. So he's fighting to get back on the court soon, and he'll be back out there soon. He's going to definitely anchor our defense. He's going to have an impact on what we're going to be doing this season as far as making our run for March, which is going to matter the most. So as a Kentucky fan, I'm excited. I'm going to pass it to my other brother that rep BBN. Hear what he got to say about this upcoming season, and yeah, that's how we're gonna get this going. If you want to talk about your college basketball team, y'all can come up here real quick, and then we will head over to New Music Fridays and playback. Anything you gotta say about Kentucky, gang, or just the season in general coming up?
You said some good stuff. Good Mark Pope shout, but I agree with you. This season should be a fun season. It should be a special season. Like you said, deepest team probably since 2015. We have all the right pieces that we need. The depth is there. So, last year we dealt with a lot of injuries with guys that was in our starting lineup, and the depth wasn't as strong. So, we won some games that I thought we probably wouldn't have won. But I think this year that shouldn't be a problem. Like you said, year 2 under Pope, he's about the right things. His culture is about really, like you said, really just wearing a Kentucky jersey and knowing what it means. Yeah. And I think that's really the most important thing, to be honest, as coming into Kentucky and trying to,
still just rep the brand,
Facts.
and it's a big brand, biggest brand in the nation to me. So
Facts.
this year should be special, man. I know we had a brutal loss yesterday, like you said, couple starters went down, but I wouldn't even. I don't think I wouldn't harp on really the injuries yesterday. I think we just got really out physical, to be honest. Out kind of. I wouldn't even say outmatched. Just look the little step slow. Just look the little step slow, and you can tell. Like you said, beginning of the season for these tune-up games, I think the same thing will happen before the Louisville game. Shuffling up lineups, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, who plays well together, who might not play well together. Um, Pope is a very analytic guy, so his lineups is based on the time of the game. He's very analytic, so I think that's kind of what he's still going through. And it's going to be harder than last year. Like you said, it's going to be way harder than last year now that you have more players and not even just more players on a roster, more players who can play. So I think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be hard for him because he's a very good coach. So I don't really think it's going to be hard for him, but I do think it'll take time. So like I said, like you said, bro, it should be a fun season, bro. I'm super, as you know, we've been talking for months. I'm super excited about this year, bro. Like I'm all the way locked in. Like I'm all the way locked in. This should be a special season, bro. This and Pope. People was also saying this is the best team. Like I think Pope been coaching for 10+ years. Well, before he came to Kentucky at BYU, this is the best team that he's ever had, ever in his whole coaching career. So I think he's excited. The BBN fans are super excited. I'm excited. So I'm ready to have a fun season, bro. Ready to have a fun season for sure. Should be special.
Well said, brother. That was phenomenal, bro. You added some great words on top of some of the things that I just said. So I definitely cannot wait. We got Z From up here. I'm gonna have Z From chime in on Maryland. Before Z From go, just a couple of things to look forward to on this Monday, y'all. We got St. John who's coming in this season as ranked the 5th best team. They got a game on Monday at 6:30. Just another things to highlight. The biggest game probably this Monday is going to be the national champs. Florida going against Arizona. That is a top 13 matchup. 7 p.m. on TNT. That is definitely something to look forward to if you are trying to get into college basketball or want to watch key matchups in college basketball. This is when to get your season started right off rip. Other than that, if you want to see AJ Debonta, this guy is viewed as a top 3 pick in the draft. Some can say 2, some can say 1. Him and BYU play. Where is that game at? It's a 9, I think. Ooh, sorry, guys. It's at 9:30. They play Villanova at 9:30 on TNT, so this is a doubleheader. AJ is going to be a dog. He should have a big season. He's also joined by Rob Wright, transfer from Baylor, 5-star in that backcourt with him, or on the court with him, I would say. So BYU gonna be a fun team, and it was really good last year. They added 2 good players, one a freshman, obviously one's a transfer, and I think they got some fraternities as well. So they'll be pretty good this year. They're coming in ranked as the 8th best team. And those are 2 matchups that you should look forward to watch. The BYU game at 9:30, and then also I lost it that fast. The 13-3 matchup. What was that? Florida versus how did I lose that fast? Florida versus Arizona. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna pass it to Z from. What are some things that we can look forward to from Maryland? Last year y'all surprised some folks. Last year y'all had a really good season, in my opinion. How are you feeling heading into this season? Obviously losing Derek Queen and losing what's dude name that went to Tennessee?
Gillespie.
Yeah, Gillespie. Yeah. How are you feeling about the season coming up right here, bro?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be an interesting season. Maryland is introducing 15 new guys to the team, along with a new head coach, completely new roster, new head coach. I am excited for Maryland basketball this year. Darius Adams is the highest guard recruit in Maryland history. He is expected to play a lot of minutes for this team. Due to injuries, he'll probably start the season. I think we play Coppin State in Baltimore on the 3rd, so that's a game I'm probably gonna get down to and go to. So yeah, Darius Adams is a guy I'm looking at as a guy that should take a jump this year, should be in the lineups. But to Buzz Williams, real quick, grit. One word to define his coaching style: grit. He is going to it's going to be a completely new team watching Maryland. Last year they were a little bit soft offensively on the rebounds. This year I expect that to be completely different. You know, they have a ton of guys. Pharrell Payne is a guy I'm looking at who is a senior. He came over with Buzz. He's a guy I'm just like, man, he's going to grab some boards for you.
Yeah.
I think he had 10 points a game last year. He's a stud. Love me some
Who
Solomon
you say?
Washington. Pharrell Payne. He's going to be the stud of that.
That's
Payne.
what's that? The point?
Yeah.
No, forward.
big man for them.
Big
like,
man.
Oh, the center. Yeah.
And you about to shout out Solomon. I fuck with Solomon.
Yeah.
I fuck with Solomon.
That'll probably be your 4 and 5 this year for us to start the season. And then you got Miles Rice, who was a junior. I think he came over from Washington State. Actually, Indiana. Sorry, he was at Washington State to start his career though. This is last year.
I was gonna ask you the games that y'all been playing because Miles Rice from my way. So I've been knowing him since he was kind of young. Has he been playing in the exhibition games? I thought he was hurt at one point, right?
I think he's another one that's hurt as well. Yeah, we have a lot of guys that are hurt right now. So you're not going to see the full Maryland team.
He's a really good guard, bro. Like he's really just a natural point guard. You know, he's not. He's not like in that combo-ish type guard. His point guard role is his. IQ is through the roof. I'm not gonna lie, and they've been since he was at a very young age. IQ through the roof, and he can shoot the ball, and he can handle the ball. He just know how to run a team, bro. And I think before you finish, I think him getting under Buzz is kind of perfect. And I like how you explained the Buzz culture. It's grit. It's grit. So I don't think, like you said, you said you think y'all were soft. I don't think you have to worry about that with him because he the type of coach. If that's how you play, you may not play. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think you have to worry about that shit this year, bro. I told you when we talked when it first happened, I said I love the Buzz hire, bro. Coming from the SEC to the Big Ten, change y'all culture around. That should bring more recruits in. I know he is still a players type coach, but he's just a little bit more. You know, how players type coaches are kind of got soft spots to them, if that makes sense. Like players type coaches. But he's one of those players type coaches who's cool with the players, but he still don't play. You know what I mean? Like it's still structure involved. You still gonna have to do this while you play. We can be cool all you want, but if you ain't coming out here playing your hardest with Buzz, you may not play. And that's been his team for years and years. So that's a really good hire, bro.
Yeah,
I'll be watching y'all this year for sure.
Yeah, before you continue, I wanted to say just to piggyback off Tiz because that's where he was at with it. Bro, like, out of Coach Cal, because obviously he was the coach for so long, but out of Coach Cal and now Mark Pope, like, Buzz and Bruce were the two SEC coaches that I respected the most. 1,000% over the years. I respected the hell out of Bruce and everything that he was doing down there in Auburn. And I respect the hell out of Buzz for how he had that team with Wade Taylor and them over the last couple of years because he always made them get up and ready to play against us and perform. And they did that. Solomon Washington, man, I looked him up last summer. I want to say he don't got the numbers from a scoring perspective because he played behind guys at Texas and also just the pecking order when it comes to scoring. But man, he was a Gatorade Player of the Year in Louisiana. Like he was one of them type of guys in high school. He just went into a system at A&M, and hopefully that he's able to show more of his offensive game and more of his energetic ways when it comes to slashing and finishing and dunking and making plays because that's what he will bring to that team. So, like Ted just said, bro, I'm gonna be keyed into y'all games. I'm not too familiar with Darius Adams. I'm guessing he was a 5-star then because you say he's the highest ranked guard y'all got.
Yeah, yes. Darius Adams.
I'm not too familiar with Darius.
Yeah. The 2025 class.
Yeah, he was.
I think McDonald's All-American. To piggyback off Ev, Solomon, he's not. And me and Ed talked about. He's not the player that when you go to the box score, it's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like he the player you just gotta watch him, bro. Like when you watch him, he contributes to wins, bro. Like he plays so fucking hard, and it's like, damn. Like I think anybody in the country would have took him, bro. even though his offensive game is kind of limited, but it's all impact with him, and it been like that for years. It never been about the box score with him. But you gonna love him, bro. Trust me, bro. You gonna love Solomon for sure.
Yeah, from what I've seen early, I like a lot of the guys. And just two other names I want to shout out real quick. Elijah Sanders. He is right now in our starting lineup due to the injuries. He came over from UVA. He was at San Diego State University. He's another guy that's going to play down low. And a very sneaky name that I don't think many people are aware of, but I expect him to have a significant role in this team. Guillermo del Pino from Spain. He is a dog. I don't know how we got him. He was a very sneaky signing. A lot of Maryland reporters were very shocked that we got him. He signed around the same time Adams did in May. So to get him, he started in our exhibition game as well. I expect him to carve out a role when all of our guys are healthy. Adams is going to come back. David Coit as well. He's hurt. He's a guy that will be a starting point guard when he comes back. We just have so many guys hurt right now. So first couple games, you're going to see guys that are going to be in the rotation. I think we're going to use all 15 guys this year. I think with Buzz and you know how he is, I think we're going to use all 15 guys that we have because that's just who he is as a coach. So you won't see the true Maryland team probably until we play Gonzaga, which is around Thanksgiving time. So we have a very easy start to the season. We play Georgetown, Marquette, kind of easy schedule as well. Big Ten, Big Ten's where the best play. Shout out the SEC, but Big Ten's where the best is. And we'll see. But I'm not expecting this team to be a highly ranked team like last year. We were at, 9, 10. I'm not expecting that. But we're going to be a team that you're not going to knock down. You're not going to push over. This isn't a team that's a free win. You're going to have to grit, and you're going to have to sweat a victory out against us. So if you got spreads against us, probably not going to hit. So we'll see. But I expect good things from this. It's going to be a fun team to watch. It's not going to be a great team, but it's going to be a fun team. So I'm excited to see what Buzz brings to Maryland. Hopefully it's great things.
But I don't let me tell you this. I don't know. I think it's too early to say that, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when Mark Pope came to us from the Big 12, from BYU, and put our team together in like a month and a half, nobody expected shit from us, bro. Niggas dead ass thought we was gonna really regress because it's a new coach. It was a new culture. The team got put together so late. It wasn't really a lot of practice time, or we didn't have summer. It wasn't summer practices because Cal left during the summer right before the year started. So it wasn't a lot of shit that they can do to kind of prepare for the season. But I promise you, a lot of niggas got proven wrong. Guarantee you, bro. So I think, and maybe y'all don't have the same talent that we had, but I think the coach is a factor in that. Like I think the Buzz is a factor in that. Buzz really don't have losing seasons, bro. Like Buzz get you 20 wins year in and year out. Like wherever he at, you know what I mean? Like it's not really a lot of seasons where Buzz just dud the season. Like nah, bro. So maybe the talent isn't crazy in his year one tenure, but I wouldn't say like it's just y'all won't be just one of them type of teams, bro. Because I think that coach is a hell of a coach. So don't write off just yet, bro. Because you never know what the hell gonna happen. And I think we are a prime example of that from our last year team.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think with obviously the talent, it's like I said, 15 new guys. You have a completely just whole new team. That's something that I think this year is you establish your culture. You're coming off one of the best seasons in your program's history, one of the best talents to come through your system. It's going to be an interesting year, especially because next year they're trying to get Baba, and if we get him, look out, we're back. Yeah. We are back if we get Baba. So, this year is just to lay the foundation, see what you have, what guys you got. they can make some noise in the tournament. I think we make the tournament this year. Obviously, make some noise in the tournament. First couple rounds, see what you do, and then you build the foundation for year 2. Hopefully, when Olatunde is here, you make a statement. So I think that's a perfect year 1. Make the tournament. Then you get Baba, and you're set next year.
Well said, bro. I'm excited, man. Come on, Bray, before we move. If you about to come up. I think Bray about to come up. All in all, though, I gave y'all. We talked about some Kentucky. We talked about Maryland real quick. Gave y'all some matchups to look forward to on Monday. It's a lot of good teams in college basketball this season coming up, man. A lot of good teams. Black, would the games be in the court? I don't know, bro, because ain't YouTube TV got something going on, like where they canceling out ESPN and all that other type of stuff. Like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because you talked about
they
college
just canceled
games.
it?
Yeah, the ESPN, YouTube TV, Disney as well. Did not come to an agreement. Normally takes a little bit of time. Might be fixed by next college week, but or next college game day. So we'll see. But yeah, right now, no ESPN on YouTube TV.
Yeah, so but I think TNT is still there though, then, right? Because I think these games come on TNT
should
on
be,
Monday. Yeah. So Black,
Yeah,
the
should
Monday
be.
game would be on and if I'm home, the Monday game would be in Discord while the NBA games would be in playback. So y'all can have the best of both worlds. And I think y'all can probably watch both at the same time, to be honest. If you're on your phone. I think you just have one at the top and one at the bottom. But what's up, Bray? Talk to us about UNC this upcoming season.
I got you. Last year we had issues at big and guard play outside of RJ Davis, and I'm low key still concerned about the big play as a whole this year because it just can't be Wilson just go out there and score 20, 25, and we're still struggling to get rebounds against teams like Michigan State, Kansas, and Duke is another team too. But those 3 games, if we just out rebounded them and just made certain shots, we would win those games. But also last year we had an issue of starting off slow so bad, and then we have this big comeback in the second half, and then find ways to lose the games when it matters the most in the end. So I do want to see that change this year, and I also just want to see how consistent UNC can be because last year I did not think we were a consistent team as a whole offensively and defensively. At times I like what I saw, but it just went to conference play. It didn't really show me, okay, you deserve to be a tournament team. So this year, I really need to see what they do. In terms of my expectation, I think they'll be a top 3 seed in the ACC because I don't think it's that much competition that scares me outside of Florida State, Duke, and maybe Louisville. I'm just not that high on Clemson this year. But I do think we can be in the top 3 and just hopefully pray that when it goes to our big conference games, we actually win those.
Yeah, that's fair. Caleb Wilson obviously is a top guy to get top 5 in the 2025 class, and hopefully he's having a big year for you all. And hopefully you know outside of him, he has some help on the offensive side down low and at the guard position that you just spoke on. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you, Bray, for coming up here and sharing. Reminder, y'all, we will be picking up more of these games on Monday as well. After day on the day of, like as some people after football, of course. If we have a little bit of time, some people that didn't speak yet, like some Duke fans and Jordan Woods or BJ, or maybe even some Houston fans like Ari or OG or whoever the case may be, we'll make some time for them to chime in on that particular game or that team as well. And I think for baseball, we got game 6 today?
Yeah, game 6 is today.
All right, cool, perfect. So that is some things to look forward to. You all, I knew now today I'm looking forward to this next segment on the show. But the show will not continue here. The show will continue on playback. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you all click that playback link that's in the description on this video. More college basketball will be coming. Talks will be coming. Black, we're going to be talking about college basketball this whole entire year. We did a lot of college basketball last year in Facts and Stats. I want to continue to improve on that like we did for college football. And with that being said, the next part of the show is going to be New Music Fridays, where I'm going to play a couple of singles that are new. I think Brent, I think I'm missing the name as well, and I'm gonna play a new album, and then that will be the show. So make sure you all join the playback room. The playback room link is in the description on this YouTube video, and then also it's in the Twitch chat right now. Playback.tv/Facts and Stats. Playback is the app you can download. It is free to sign up and join. Again, Playback is the app you can download. It is free to sign up and join. Thank y'all for the support today on this Friday. We're gonna be back here in Playback tonight, watching basketball and or the MLB game. And I just want to say thank y'all for the support, truly. And I will see y'all in playback. Peace, blessings, and love. And talk to y'all soon.